If you're tired of the 4:45 kids rushing in the door and the first thing they say to you is, "Mom, what's for dinner?" then this episode is for you because I'm going to be walking you through the step-by-step process of creating your very own meal planning system. Hey, I'm Tamara. I'm a working mom who helps other working moms just like you get out of survival mode by creating simple, repeatable systems to help manage their day-to-day life. And today I'm going to be walking you through my step-by-step process of my meal planning system. Maybe you've tried meal planning before and nothing's really stuck long term. And that was me for a really long time as well, until I figured out simple is better. And so this system that I'm going to be showing you today is something you set up once and then you just repeat the process week over week. Step number one is you're going to choose a structure for your meal planning system. Now, this could be a structure like Taco Tuesdays or Meatless Mondays, or something a little looser like a pizza day, a pasta day, a slow cooker day, something like that. Something that gives you an overarching structure to work from. Now, this is happening before you're even looking at any recipes. Just decide what will work best for you. If you like more rigid structure to your day, then having specific days of the week that you do certain meals will be more helpful for you. If you're somebody that has a schedule that moves around all over the place, then something a little looser by just having certain things that don't have assigned days, but you have the same sort of meal at some point during that week. That structure will be more helpful for you. The second step is to mark your recipes. Now, I prefer having actual cookbooks with recipes in them, but most people nowadays like to have recipes online. Maybe something they saw on Pinterest. And probably if you're that person, you probably have a Pinterest board of 1,000 recipes that you've never even tried yet. So what we're going to do is to build out a list with a color-coded category system so that those recipes all live in one place. So if you're going into your list building app on your cell phone, then you can color code the category to pizza recipes, pasta recipes, slow cooker recipes. And that way it'll be easier for you to access the ones that you need for the week ahead. Once you've pulled your recipes that you think are going to work into your meal planning system, you're going to create a basics or a staples shopping list. Now, I like to use the Google Keeps app on my phone. It's a free app that you can download. I'm not associated with the Google Keeps platform, but I just love it in the way that it's structured. You can create a shopping list on there of the things that you would need to make those recipes. Now, I like to keep one master list in Google Keep, and then every week I will duplicate that list and check off the things that I already have so that each week I have just a pre-built list of what I need to grab at the grocery store to make those recipes. Now, the other reason that I like the Google Keep app is that it's syncable to your Google Home account. So if you have multiple people on your home Google account, they will have access to that shopping list as well. So then if your husband is running to the store quickly, he doesn't have to say to you, "Hey, what do we need at the grocery store? I'm going right now. Think of a list off the top of your head." He already has access to the things that you need. Okay, so now with those 3 steps, you have set up your system. This is your meal planning system. Now, we work into the way we're going to get it done every week. This is the process that you're going to repeat week over week. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to plan your week. Now, if you've been around here for any amount of time listening to these YouTube videos or the audio podcast, then you know that we believe in weekly planning around here. So we sit down once a week and we plan out all the variables and all the static appointments in our week so that we know what's happening and when, and we can see the structure and be able to say yes and no to other things that are coming in requesting our time. So you're going to sit down and plan your week, and you're going to drop in where that meal planning is going to fit into your schedule. So this sometimes could look like a couple hours Saturday morning where you're going to build out, you're going to put that list for the week out of Google Keep and just check off the things that you don't need for the week, and then grocery shopping and then coming home and prepping anything that you want. Maybe that's possible that week. But maybe the next week you've got a really busy weekend ahead. So maybe you do half of that process on Friday evening and the other half Saturday morning. This may change week over week, but just having the process systemized is what's going to help you to streamline it and make it super simple. Now, if you're the person that chose the looser structure, so isn't having like certain days of the week are always these certain meals, but you've chose to have overarching categories that shift around from day to day, then this is the point in the process where you're going to pull your recipes for the week. So you're going to decide what pizza you're having this week, what pasta you're having this week, any recipes that you're going to be needing certain ingredients for. This is the point in the process where you're going to pull those out. So in my home, for example, we always have a pasta night, a one-pot meal, a takeout night, a pizza night, a bowls night, a taco night, and usually there's a takeout night or we do a fridge sweep to get rid of any of the excess leftovers that we might have laying around. So once I know what day the meal planning system is happening on, that day I will then decide what recipes we're using for those specific meals and then update my shopping list for those recipes. Once the shopping list is complete, we can then go get the food that we need, come back and prep anything if that's part of your plan. And then one of the most important features of this meal planning system is to create a communication board so that you are writing down what the meals are day after day after day, especially if you have that flexible system. Then you need to communicate, this is the night we're having pasta, this is the night we're having pizza, this is the night we're having the roast. Now, we do this in a public place in the home that everybody can access really easily so that when somebody is wondering, hey, what's for dinner tonight? They can go and look at the list instead of having to ask you. This system works really well for our home, and I believe that it will work for most people's homes. Now, you may have to adjust it here and there to fit the reality of your lives, but this system is so helpful because it's repetitive and it's predictable. And when things are repetitive and predictable and systemized, that means you have less mental clutter, less decisions to make every night at 5 p.m., and that frees up some mental energy that you can use on more important stuff. If you want more systems like this to help you with the cooking and the cleaning and all the to-dos of your busy mom life, then check out the resource section of the Balance It Method YouTube homepage. There are free and paid for resources there that you can have a look at to see if there's something that will support you. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next episode here. I'll see you then.